Hello everyone. Welcome to the Indigenous Law Virtual Graduation. My name is Walter Echohawk and I'm coming to you from the Pawnee Nation of Oklahoma here in the Tribal District Courthouse. We're gathered today to honor the class of 2020 and to pay tribute to each one of you. This day belongs to you. So please accept my heartfelt congratulations to each graduate. This is a milestone day. After 3 years of hard work and sacrifice, you've earned your law degrees. You proved yourself, and now your law career lies ahead. For this, we're grateful for your law professors, your teachers, your mentors, family, and other supporters. Over the past 3 years, many prayers have been said for you, and today they've been answered. So I want to congratulate each and hope that each graduate will be blessed by a long, productive, and successful law career. For these reasons, I'm very honored to be here on this special occasion, and I want to thank the sponsors of this ceremony for my opportunity to send you my well wishes. My remarks on this occasion are humbly dedicated to my friend, the late Kurt V. Blue Dog, a Native American attorney who passed away this week. In his career, we can see a prototype Native American attorney. And one commentator had this to say on his passing this week. Kurt is from the generation of badass Native American lawyers that fought and won cases on behalf of Native nations and our sovereignty. And to me, Kurt is a good role model for your generation. Today, I want to identify some big challenges that face your generation in the coming years and to share a few words of advice in meeting those challenges offered to you from my perspective as an Indigenous rights attorney over the past 47 years. But at the outset, let me be the first to welcome you, among the first, I should say, to welcome you to the practice of law. By way of background, I began my own legal career in 1973. And now today, more than a generation later, we can see the changing of the guard. In this graduation ceremony, we're passing the mantle from my generation to yours. Your time is at hand, for you stand at the beginning of your career. And I hope your careers last as long as mine so that you can take it another 47 years into the future. Whereas for me, I stand here today in the twilight of my legal days. So we are changing the guard in the field of federal Indian law. And Native America is very fortunate, for in you our future is in good hands. In the coming years, Native America is going to need you now more than ever. As we know, Indigenous rights are never freely granted. They have to be demanded, fought for, and then vigilantly protected. This task calls for warrior-minded attorneys. The task of fighting for and defending Indigenous rights falls to very special attorneys, it seems to me. And today, most Native American attorneys work in 3 general fields. First, to consolidate the gains made in the past generations. That task requires expertise in federal Indian law and policy. The second area of work is to navigate uncharted waters for Native Americans Native tribes that find themselves in new areas. And these issues take us beyond federal Indian law into other areas of the law, such as labor law, commercial transactions, corporate law, taxation, and those areas. And then thirdly, modern-day lawyers are also working to reform and strengthen federal Indian law to make it a better, more just, and more reliable body of law for the 21st century in a post-colonial era. And that task requires law leaders who are visionaries and reformers. These three areas present big challenges in and of themselves, but the law doesn't exist in a vacuum, and your legal work is inextricably connected to the larger society and the world in which we live. And it's in that larger context where your biggest challenges are going to lie. Because to represent Native nations in the world today, you're going to have to confront, navigate, and heal a broken world. I see 4 challenges out there that sit before you. The first is the worldwide environmental crisis. It threatens life as we know it. You must help heal Mother Earth and restore traditional tribal relations with the natural world and protect indigenous habitats. As a healer, you must be conversant with indigenous culture, environmental law, and indigenous human rights. The second big challenge is our deeply divided society. We see the rise of hate, racism, violence, and mistrust out there. So peacemakers you must be. In your work, bring unity and goodwill to our diverse peoples, for a nation divided cannot stand. Third, our democratic norms are under assault. We see that in the attacks on free press, an ineffectual Congress hampered by partisan gridlock, corruption in high places, and ill will rules our political system. So our democracy must right its ship with your help, so our nation will endure. And then finally, our tribal rights are under assault. We see that in the 80% loss rate before the U.S. Supreme Court in cases brought by Indian nations. We see that in the fact that in recent years our stride towards true self-determination has seemed to stall out, and the dark side of federal Indian law is alive and well today. So, law reformers and social engineers you must be, to rise above the press of your day-to-day work and see the larger picture, and make it your mission to strengthen and reform federal Indian law to make it a more just and reliable body of law for the 21st century. These are big challenges, to be sure, but take heart, because these problems were made by humans, they can be fixed by humans. And in that battle, champions will arise, heroes will be made, and I want you to be among them as law leaders in the next generation. And that will be the hallmark of the class of 2020. In closing, let me leave you with 3 words of advice on meeting these big challenges. First, to be successful, you gotta be a complete human being. And by complete, I mean you have to take care of your mind, your body, your spirit, and your culture in order to be a complete human being. Second, rely on your culture as your guiding star. It'll give you inner strength when the times get tough. It'll show you the right path ahead. So bank hard on your culture. Learn it, exercise it, enjoy it, then pass it on. And along your way, let your legal work honor your ancestors. Then finally, a word about determination. Once you set your goal, never give up, never give in, never yield, never quit until you have met your goal. That's the warrior's way. As my ancestors said, if you go to war, don't turn around part way. Go as far as you can into the country of the enemy and accomplish your goal. Only then may you return home. That's the kind of mindset strong-hearted Native American attorneys will need in the 21st century. So in closing, congratulations and well wishes to the class of 2020, and may the Great Spirit be at your side in all things in the coming years. Thank you, and so long.